So, much like last time, there was a cutscene that you didn't get to see. So, I'm going to show it again. Well, I'm going to show this one. Let's see. Events. Was this it? Come on, load already.
What did your investigation uncover, Hubert?
It appears those who slither in the dark had nothing to do with any of this. This plot was hatched by Houses Regan and Gloucester alone.
In other words, we know exactly where the idea to encircle our troops came from.
Yep.
Claude von Regan, leader of the Alliance.
Very clever.
He's going to be a true thorn in our side now that he is in charge. Back when Duke Regan had no clear heir, the Lords were busy maneuvering to be next in line. And Claude appeared in an instant and laid claim to the seat of power. We were hoping that would be enough to throw the Alliance into disarray. But he has done a remarkable job of seizing the reins.
Feigning discord with Gloucester while they privately schemed together was an especially nice touch. Sadly, it seems we're facing a gifted tactician as well as a skilled leader.
Yet for a tactician, he woefully underestimated Count Burghley's. I say we finish his education. It is time Claude learns the gulf between his power and the Empire's cannot be bridged with a few clever tricks.
You see, you say that, but if we were playing Claude's story, he'd kick your ass, because that's just how it works. Whoever you're siding with wins. Yeah, we're doing this again. Oh god, not Ferdinand von Eyre. Fine, let's get it over with.
Now, time for a break. Let us concentrate our efforts on rousing conversation.
Concentrate in relaxation.
Afterwards, I say we reward ourselves with a gripping training session. Crown the evening with a meal well deserving of our ravenous appetites. Is something amiss?
Yeah, you.
I don't know. It feels like you might be leaning a little too hard on the whole getting your all thing. You didn't used to be like this. I know you want to do your best, but it's starting to feel like I can't even relax when I'm with you.
Yeah.
Perhaps you are right. I have been feeling rather restless lately. I suppose seeing my father locked away in that dungeon made me feel the need to accomplish something. At times like these, devoting myself fully to what few things I can do is all that keeps me going. Otherwise, I would simply succumb to the reality of how powerless I truly am. The pressure is immense.
Now that you mention it, I think I finally know what was feeling off about you.
Oh yeah?
It's that pressure, forcing you to keep your guard up. Like you're constantly braced for the worst.
Oh. Yeah, that's fair.
Take your breaks, for example. It never looks like you're doing anything even resembling relaxing. I wouldn't worry about your father, though. I know you'll find the right solution.
I appreciate your counsel. I feel as though I have gained some valuable new insight into myself. After all, one can hardly notice the changes they undergo as they happen.
Very true.
It seems partnering with you is the right decision. Your advocacy for maximal effort continues to be an inspiration.
Oh, I wasn't really trying to give you advice or anything, and that's definitely not what I'm advocating for. But if what I said helped, then I'm glad I could be there for you. I just hope you can start cutting yourself a little slack. Your future's bright, Ferdinand.
A veritable wellspring of advice as always. I am deeply obliged.
As long as you're feeling better. I mean, war councils are grim already, but they'd be practically unbearable with you sulking around the place.
Ouch.
And really, it was nothing. Just here to help.
Nothing? If ever there is a time to give it one's all, it is when expressing gratitude.
Oh god, we've circled back to the problem.
It seems you could learn something from me as well. And just you watch. I swear on the Iron Name, I will surpass my father in the most stunning fashion.
He's never gonna learn, is he?
No, no. He just circled back. Like an idiot. Ooh, I always liked Dorothea.
An opera company smack dab in the middle of the Imperial capital, huh? I can't even begin to imagine what that must be like. I mean, I've been all over the place for my mercenary work, but it's mostly just been for small-time rural lords and the like. Honestly, I'd never even met anyone from the big cities like Enbar or Ferdiad before coming to Garreg Mach. Even after I ended up in the capital, all the glitz and glamour made me feel almost like I was living someone else's life instead of my own.
You know, shows in the capital are about 1,000 times flashier than the little town festival shows you might be used to. Every important moment of the drama is conveyed through elaborate song, and at the center of the musical ensemble stands its star, the diva.
Huh.
I think I get the idea. These divas sound pretty incredible.
You're talking to one.
They probably get stage names and everything if they're that important, huh?
Oh, but of course, I was known as the mystical songstress.
Mystical.
Hey, that's pretty good. There always has been this kind of indescribable aura surrounding you.
Thanks, but I have mixed feelings about the name myself. They called me that because of how suddenly a street orphan like me was discovered and debuted.
Oh. Yeah, that's a little heartless.
Yeah, I see how there could be some complicated feelings wrapped up in that.
Yeah.
But if you were able to rise from that to diva, you must have the chops to back it up. Not that I can even picture what that would sound like. Hey, do you think you could sing something for me?
Since you asked so nicely, but I'm only doing it this once, okay?
Okay.
How the crimson rain of pain it came, falling hard upon a land of flame, when the sacred blade it split the sky, until the heavens heard our cry. In the hour of vengeance will you heed the call, on the red fields of revenge will you help avenge, we must fight strong and stand tall. Well, what did you think?
It was nice, but what were you talking about?
It was, yeah.
That's pretty much what I just said.
What, you didn't like it? Not quite the booming applause I'm used to.
No, it was incredible, honest. It's just, I'm not really sure I got it, you know? I mean, the only songs I know are the ones sung by mercs in taverns or village girls as they tend the fields. You're kinda in a different league, Dorothea. Sorry I can't really give you much more than that.
Oh, don't worry about it. This sort of thing happens more often than you think.
Well, as long as you're not mad. If you don't mind though, maybe you could try again for me sometime. I'd really like to hear you sing some more. And hey, I might even get better at telling you what I thought.
Sure. I suppose I can give you one more chance.
Alright. Alright, that was worth it. I like Dorothea. I like Petra too, but I think Dorothea's my favorite.
Hey there, Petra. Off the train? I'll join you.
That would give me much joy. An opponent with toughness will keep me upon my toes.
You mean me? Nah, you're way tougher than I am. Also, aren't you a queen now? I didn't realize dawn to dusk training was part of the Brigid Royal Regiment.
I think it's because she's at war.
I have not become queen yet, but there is an understanding that it will happen. And yes, in Brigid, royalty must have knowledge of fighting. I mean, we must know how to fight.
Yeah, I got it.
To be leading our people, a ruler must have more strength than any other. They must be the hardest to kill.
That doesn't sound good.
My people are expecting this of me.
So, it's the toughest person calling the shots, huh? I love it. What could possibly go wrong?
This is how it is meant to be working. But such things do not always go with smoothness. Mercenaries are always seeking strength too, correct?
Yes.
That's true. A merc lives and dies by the sword. If you're not better than the next opponent you face, they'll be the last one you face.
Yes, dying is without productivity. But it gives me a surprise that you do not avoid jobs of danger. A queen must be facing any wolf who comes to her door. But you can have pickiness when selecting fights.
Yeah, that's true.
Depends on how much food you can put on the table that week. Most of us mercs barely scrape by hand to mouth. End of the day, it's just business. Some mercs will take the coin and blow town, and some employers are more than happy to hang us all out to dry. I guess you don't have a lot of sellswords in Bridget, huh?
Correct. We do not require the selling of swords.
You make it sound like you make it sound like you like hoard all the swords for yourself.
In Bridget, everyone is a hunter. Everyone is a fisher. Everyone is a warrior. There is no need to be hiring, or to be hired.
That doesn't sound so bad.
That sounds incredible. In a place like that, nobody'd have to risk their life just to get a bite to eat.
Yeah, exactly.
Your words give me great happiness. I will always be full of pride for Bridget.
Ooh, I should get Manuela sometime. I remember what she was like. Let's see. Monica's for Dorothea and thought so.
Oh, there you are, Hubert. I have been searching everywhere for you.
Really? I've been here for 15 hours, doing absolutely nothing. Literally.
And to what end? Has Her Majesty summoned me?
Oh, she would never use me for a task like that.
Is that an insult to you or to Hubert?
I just wanted to thank you, albeit reluctantly.
I do not recall having done anything that would merit such a sincere display of gratitude.
Well, you probably just saw it as part of your normal administrative duties. You fixed quite a big mistake in my last report before Her Majesty had the chance to look at it.
How big was the report?
I woke up in a panic when I realized what I had done. Imagine how mortified I was to see you'd already corrected everything.
Ah, yes. I may have done something of the sort. As Her Majesty's loyal servant, it is my duty to pare down the number of unnecessary matters which wander across her desk. I must say, I was surprised to see you make such a foolish and obvious error. Have you truly grown so lax? Even as you style yourself the greatest of our Emperor's retainers.
I'm aware of the mistake I made, but I would never dream of calling myself something like that. Well, perhaps I said it once or twice in the heat of the moment, but I never actually meant it. If anyone is Her Majesty's best retainer, it's you. And without House Vestra's say-so, I could never become one of her servants.
Aww.
At present, I very much doubt you are fit to serve as Her Majesty's servant.
Excuse me?
It is true that I did not make a conscious choice to serve Her Majesty at first. Instead, I simply did it because my father decreed it must be. But such bounds no longer define our relationship. I do not serve the Emperor. My loyalty is to Lady Edelgard, and her alone. I stand with her in a manner that goes beyond the bounds of ruler and servant. Do you understand this?
You make it sound like you're in love with her.
I want to be like that with Her Majesty as well.
Get her a phrase?
But I am only the child of a baron, so I don't have excuses to linger in the palace all the time. I have to return to my family's estate once I've fulfilled my duties for the day, and I get summoned back to our territory often. I am not like you. I cannot just be at her side unless I have a good reason to be there.
Indeed. Ox territory is in the far west of the Empire. I surmise you have had to spend much of your time away from Enbar. Furthermore, you will be a baron one day. Your duties will prevent you from dedicating yourself solely to Her Majesty.
Exactly. Unlike you, I have an entire territory's worth of people to protect. But I still won't give up, even from afar. No. Precisely because I'll be afar, there will be things I can do to protect Her Majesty.
True.
In fact, always being at her side might actually cause you to overlook threats from time to time. I may even serve Her Majesty in a way you never could.
Also true.
That is a promising thought, Monica.
La 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 la.
You okay, Dorothea? Your mouth didn't move when you were singing.
Is that Lady Dorothea? Oh, it is. Hello, Monica.
Oh, is something wrong?
Well, I was wondering. Are you the same Lady Dorothea who is known as the mystical songstress?
Well, yes, I suppose I am. Did you not know that?
Not at first, though it made perfect sense once I finally realized it. I find it difficult to believe it's really you.
Well, I'm certainly not doing a lot of songstressy things here in the army, so I'm not surprised it took you a bit to put two and two together.
But it should not have taken me this long. You have the same name, and you carry yourself in the same dignified manner as the Lady Dorothea I saw in the capital. I can't believe you're right in front of me. The excitement is so great I can barely stand.
You adore a lot of people.
Oh, please, that's all in the past. Now I'm just another one of your allies.
No, you're different. There wasn't a girl in the capital who didn't want to be you. I spent years trying to find a ticket to one of your performances. But when I finally found one, I ended up in a seat where I couldn't see the stage very well. It was so far back, I could barely even make out your face. Or the rest of you, for that matter. That's likely why I failed to recognize you at first.
Well, I'm certainly pleased you came to see me, and I'm sorry the seat was less than ideal.
Oh, but the costumes and stagecraft were more gorgeous and stirring than I ever could have imagined. Your songs captivated me. They reached out from the center of the stage, all the way back to me in my little corner of the opera house. Just thinking about it puts a smile on my face.
You were a more passionate listener than I would have imagined, Monica. Monty? Still with me?
Don't think so.
Oh, my apologies, Lady Dorothea. I was sort of carried off by a wave of memories there.
Yeah, I can yeah.
It's fine, but can we maybe stop with all of the lady stuff? I find it a little unsettling.
Well, all right. Dorothy, you know, I'm somewhat surprised you didn't return to the opera company once the war broke out.
You're not the only one. Adie and I being classmates was a big part of why I stayed, but suffice it to say that a lot happened, and now I'm here.
It's a great honor to fight alongside you, Lady Dorothea.
Maybe I should just return the favor and start calling you Lady Monica.
That's cute. And we're all done. Alright, let's go murder things.
Headed to.
We'll reach the Great Bridge of Murden soon. Houses Phlegethon and Gloucester are defending it, just as we anticipated. But Ladislava has done her job and broken through the enemy line for us. I intend to claim a swift victory and return her to us whole.
If possible, the members of House Gloucester are to be taken alive. As we discussed previously, killing them will jeopardize Her Majesty's ability to rule effectively.
If any enemy commanders appear open to persuasion, try to convince them to surrender. Our goal here is not to utterly annihilate our foes. The fewer casualties, the better. That said, anyone who refuses to submit must be struck down without mercy.
I know when to catch and when to kill. I am often being faced with such decisions on the hunt. You expect me to make that kind of decision in the heat of battle?
Yes.
You just do what you always do, Bernadetta.
Hi.
If it's alright with you, I'd prefer to focus on the diplomacy part. I'm not much for bloodshed.
And you may leave that part to me.
I will happily deal with any soldiers you cannot. It should be a simple enough matter to determine which of our enemies wishes to live and which will choose the way of death.
We'd better not misjudge anyone, or else our lives will be the ones in danger.
Then we should fight first and ask questions later. When in doubt, take them out. Am I right? We can sweat the small stuff when the battle's over. Until then, I'll do what I do best.
I believe we should all do what we do best. If we do, I feel confident we will emerge on top when the dust settles.
Victory is the most important thing, so leave the vanguard to me.
Then, if everyone is prepared, let us show them the might of the Empire.
Hell yeah. Oh no, there's gonna be a mercenary, isn't there? Build bridge. Persuade. Who's Balthus? Alright. Let's see here. Yeah, we need you. Brawlers, huh? I think we're good.
They certainly aren't fooling around with these defenses. Count Gloucester must be located on the far bank. Ladislava is holding the central.
Excuse me, I was busy.
Mount our attack from there.
The checkpoint is our key to taking the Great Bridge.
You know what? If you guys are just gonna chitty chat, I'm gonna
That's my cue.
So...
send my gentleman out to just beat the crap out of everyone.
Right.
Actually, I'm good here. You do that.
I will see my duty done.
It's Bernie's time to sure hope that
Here I go. They must learn.
it's Bert sure hope I will gladly handle it.
Without it, we have not even a slim hope of victory.
Her Majesty is counting on me, and I will not let her down. If we rush in heedlessly, we'll be trapped along with her. We must secure the route as we go.
Never hurts to have a safe place to retreat to.
It takes a trickster to recognize a trick. The enemy is being suspiciously quiet on west. Urgent as it is to retake the checkpoint, I believe the west should be dealt with first.
I think I already did that.
The western area has been subdued.
The enemy is here? How did they catch on to us?
Hi, Ignatz. What were you doing? What was the plan?
No! Their main force was supposed to head to the checkpoint so we could ambush them. Intercept! Intercept!
We were wise to strike west first. I fear it would have been a disaster otherwise.
Let's say we take that ballista for our own.
I can do that.
Not a problem. I've got this.
Leave this one to me. That's my cue.
You know what?
There's not a question.
You should work with Ferdinand.
You could use some help.
I remember your guys' history. I bet the results would be interesting.
Orders received.
Here I go. They must learn who they're up.
It's Bernie's time to shine. Sure hope this goes okay.
I am your man.
We're almost to the checkpoint. Keep going.
I went to Athea.
Recollect.
Oh, it's you! I remember you. Yeah, you're gone.
Not so fast. If you want through, you've got to open those purses and pay the toll.
Pay the toll?
Of all the irritating places to lay an ambush.
Looks like you'll be my first real challenge in ages. Now let's dance.
Sure.
I chose to be here, and I'm going to fight the Empire to the end. This stronghold will fall.
If you keep beating up like that, it sure will. You know, I didn't believe that overkill is too much until now.
Never be able to face the others again. Wish I could have seen more of the world.
Sorry. Okay, this area's clear. Who are you? Oh, just a captain. Okay.
The arrows have stopped. Let us proceed.
There, that'll help get reinforcements. Now we'll take this one. Oh, well, I wish I'd known that sooner, because, I did not plan on saving you. Sorry. Yeah.
You know what they say. The house always wins.
That's a play on words for gambling and royalty and stuff. That's good stuff, I like that. Hello. I like your armor.
My thanks. Mind taking it from here?
Yeah, no problem. Here you go. All nice and dead.
There is not a question of can, only a matter of will.
Here they must learn who they're up against.
Sure. Oh, there's plenty of guys Bernadetta can take.
This is a great achievement.
You honor me, Your Majesty. May victory be yours this day.
Now we can fight on even footing.
Hold on a second. Blowing people up with magical arrows. Oh, they're dead. Good, what now? Oh, this loser.
Those are my lands at the other end of this bridge, and you lot are not welcome.
Oh, is that right? Is that right now?
So, what should I be doing again? Sure, let's try it.
There is a fool even by Alliance standards.
Damn.
Let us do them a favor and introduce him to an earl.
Listen up, rogues. You will defend the supplies we stole from the Empire to the death. I can already smell the coin they'll fetch me.
You stole the supplies.
We have our supplies. We must smite them before they can make their escape.
Stealing is a thing of great evil. You will be returning what you took.
Disadvantage? Oh, a big disadvantage.
They must learn who they're up.
There's not a question of can. Leave this to me.
So, what should I be doing again? Sure, let's try it.
You guys keep fighting the good fight. I'm just gonna use Bernadette to take out everyone she has an advantage over.
Let me just write that down here.
Yeah, sure. You go ahead and write that down. You damn fool.
I will capture this stronghold.
Not today!
Are you guys fighting him again? Yeah, alright, cool. Whatever.
It's Birdie's time to shine!
I am your...
What an untrustworthy man. Thanks, he lacks the skill to back it up.
They've been done in? Well, my life is more valuable than some treasure anyway.
Take a breather.
Anything for Lady Kira.
Stop making your underlings do all the work, you coward!
You're done!
Is he dead already?
I should have switched sides, but I had the chance.
I don't think we would have accepted you.
The Alliance's lands lie ahead, as well as Gloucester's.
So, they've taken the Great Bridge, have they? That makes us the Alliance's last defense.
There must be a way to resolve this matter without further bloodshed, Father.
Our first priority is to find Count Gloucester. He was on our side once. He'll survive.
There is no telling where the enemy might be lurking. We have no choice but to seize control of the entire bridge.
Alright, I guess.
If we had some sort of makeshift bridge, we could reach Count Gloucester without relying on our flying units.
Hey, there's a good idea. We don't have flying units, though.
What about the supplies we recovered? We can use those to construct a bridge.
Come on, Edelgard.
No mistakes. They must learn who they're up against.
There's not a question of can.
Everyone else will be fine. Oh, there's treasure there, too. Watch out! I told him to watch out. Good one. Hello, Count.
I am Irvin Fritz Gloucester, guardian and governor of these lands and peoples.
Not for long.
I'm bringing it down.
Take it away, nobleman.
Nobleman. It is war.
Is this the end, unfortunate?
capture the enemy commander.
There we go. You're done now.
I can fight no more, Your Majesty. All of House Gloucester bows to your will.
So then why are we still fighting?
Has surrendered? Well, no matter. You still have my pride to contend with.
Hi, Lori. How you doing?
Those are Gloucester lands you see beyond me, and I will not suffer one heel of your boots to sully them.
Interesting words. Here we go. And now it shall be known for being my bitch. I need to get you a stronger weapon, Ferdinand. It makes us great against armored units, but these guys aren't armored.
Take it away, nobleman. Enough!
I mean, yes, of course. This is war!
I'm more wounded than I realized.
We must tend to your injuries. Your death is a complication we do not require. Victory is ours. But this is merely the first step of our rescue.
Right you are. We need to relieve our allies who are embattled on Alliance lands.
Sounds good to me.
We won, but this is no time to rest easy. There's a lot more work still to be done.
Agreed. We will leave some troops here with the wounded to hold our position. Then take the reconsolidated force north without delay. Sadly, there can be no victory celebration until we have extricated Count Burgleys and the others.
Based on our projections, they will run out of provisions at any moment. We can also assume they know we have made it to Gloucester, meaning they will be waiting for us. But each hour they wait is another hour their stomachs remain empty.
If we peel away House Gloucester's troops, we can create an opening in the enemy ranks. Once that's done, we'll bring an end to Claude's shady scheme.
Good for you.
Yeah, not bad.
I must outwit even death.
Good luck. That thing is persistent.
To kill is to grow stronger.
I'm getting better, but at what cost?
Well, would you look at that?
I will not stop until I achieve greatness. This is not what I expected.
Your Majesty, Gloucester has yielded his lands and titles to his firstborn son, Lawrence. However, the new Count Gloucester sustained grievous wounds during the battle. There is a chance he will never be able to take the field again. As such, He claims he will focus on ruling Gloucester territory with the counsel of his father and younger siblings. In his stead, he will offer us soldiers for the war effort, and expresses his immense desire to join the Empire. No doubt, he wishes to make his loyalty plain by taking a clear stand against House Regan.
It's a shame what happened to him. Well, I see no reason to reject his offer. See that his soldiers are properly integrated.
As you wish, Your Majesty.
Jeez, I beat him that badly?
Sometimes I have no idea what goes through your noble heads. How can you possibly trust a house that just plunged a knife into your back? If a merc pulled a stunt like that, they'd either be cast aside or cut down where they stood.
I believe it, and I'd like to do the same. But not just anyone can hold Gloucester territory together. And I have no one else to take Lawrence's place.
That's true.
I suppose no one would put up with the aristocracy if it didn't afford some sort of stability.
Yes, that is simply the way of things in Fodlan now. But as I've told you, I intend to change this. The age of deciding our rulers by blood must end. A day will come when anyone can vie for the right to rule, and then we will be free of this wretched system. So stand with me. Help me make it so.
Scarlet Blaze, the triumph of valor. To rescue Count Burgleys, Edelgard seizes the Great Bridge of Myrden, forcing Count Gloucester's surrender. With no time to lose, she then presses on, unbowed. But Claude is not one to be caught off guard. He rallies every resource at his disposal, determined to tighten the noose around Burgleys' forces and prevent any rescue.
So we've lost Gloucester. Unavoidable, perhaps, but it still stings all the same. Fortunately, I haven't been sitting on my hands this whole time. If we smash the Imperial reinforcements and stop them from breaking the siege, Count Burgleys will have no choice but to give up. We're going to face that challenge, and we're going to face it with the Alliance's latest and greatest, which is why I've asked all of you here.
Did you really just say latest and greatest with a straight face?
He did.
Oh, he said it all right. And while I can't swear we'll have that, we do at least have numbers on our side.
Yep. Half of the old Golden Deer House is here.
It looks a lot smaller.
Some of us may not be quite as great as you say, but, well, you know best.
I'm grateful to each of you for answering the call. I only wish all of us had lived to see this day.
Oh, poor Ignatz. It isn't fair.
No. About that. It pains me to say this, but House Ardelia has made its allegiance to the Empire clear. It was against my parents' protests that I came here in the first place. If this battle doesn't unfold the way you're hoping, I may be forced to leave as quickly as I arrive.
That's okay, Lysithia. You're not the only one who's here with strings attached.
Yes. My adoptive father has also insisted I return home at once, should the tides turn against us.
Sounds about right. 3 cheers for that good old Alliance solidarity.
Yeah.
I'll fight with you to the end, Claude. Unless it puts Maya in danger. Then I'm out.
Look, what matters is that you're all here, and that we settle this war with the next battle.
Yeah, good luck.
Also, for full disclosure, I may have sort of brought along some extra professional muscle. Come on in.
Oh no, it's him. Yep.
It's good to meet you. I'm the acting captain of Gerald's mercenaries.
Our guest here is fresh off another battle with the Empire on Kingdom soil. From what I gather, remaining in the Kingdom was no longer an option, and that's when our paths crossed here in Alliance territory.
Oh, hello! I know reliable when I see it, and you are definitely that.
I'll do whatever you ask as long as I'm getting paid. So long as we're allied, I won't fail you.
Yes, you will. I will ensure it.
All right, let's begin our council. No doubt heard from our scouts. The path from here to Deirdre will be fraught with difficulties.
The Alliance has constructed fortresses and palisades, and laid other traps to slow our progress. In addition, they are plotting ambushes at key positions along the way. Needless to say, we will not be able to avail ourselves of the direct route.
But if we try to dance around all their traps, we'll never make it in time.
Yes, but this is Count Bergley's we're talking about. He could probably stretch his soldiers a few extra days through sheer force of will.
I would normally write off such an idea as lunacy, but sadly, it will likely come to that. We have made attempts to smuggle provisions to Count Bergley's through holes in the enemy lines, but this has met with little success.
They must be so hungry. I know just how that feels.
Do you?
The struggle to get food when all you want to do is hide under your covers. Hello, old friend.
Can you not be dramatic for 5 minutes?
I mean, no offense, but if time is truly so short, why do we waste it dithering in council? We should embark on our rescue mission straight away.
How did Hubert put it again? We're here to break their siege, not fall prey to one.
I agree. A hunter must never be losing sight of their calmness.
Well said. Let's not allow Claude to wind us up.
So we must take the safe route, but do so as quickly as possible. A best of both worlds situation, I suppose. Understood.
Good. With that decided, let's move on and discuss our preferred formation.
That's a lot. And it's all the way at the back. Yeah. You can now exchange for a wider variety of facilities at the supply depot. New exam skills are available. Well, that sounds good. And we got time.
Wow, that was amazing! No wonder Edelgard trusts you so much.
Why would I do?
Oh, hey Caspar. You weren't so bad out there yourself.
Oh, okay.
Not that I'm surprised. You must make House Bergley's proud.
Don't I wish? I'm still pretty steamed about how the last battle went. I can't even outshine you right now, let alone my father. Ugh, it really burns me up.
You think? I don't know much about your dad, but I'd say you're on par with me at least. Maybe even better.
Sheesh, sore winner much? Just you wait though, I'm only getting started. Old Caspar here's gonna upstage you once and for all, and I'm gonna do it for me.
Okay, but think about it. I'm a mercenary and you're a noble. I'll have way more chances than you to excel in battle, which also means way more chances to die. Meanwhile, your dad's the Minister of Military Affairs. You falling in combat definitely wouldn't be a good look.
You've got that all wrong. Since I'm his second son, I'm completely expendable as far as he's concerned.
Wow, that sounds heartless.
Ever since I was born, me and my brother were treated completely different. I don't have a shot at being the heir. Which means the only way I'm getting ahead in life is by proving myself in battle. I mean, I guess I could always go into politics or education or something. The point is, whatever I want to do, I've got to climb up from the bottom to do it. And the climb I picked means building a name for myself on the battlefield, no matter the risks.
Huh, it's almost like you're a mercenary. I never thought a noble could have that kind of motivation. You're a lot more inspiring than you give yourself credit for, Caspar.
It's nothing. I mean, I've still got the Bergley's name to lean on and all, so I'm better off than just any old merc.
Right. I guess I'm starting to get why you're so competitive with me now. But you should know, I'm not the kind of guy to back down from a challenge.
He wouldn't have it any other way, would he?
I've been honing my craft as a mercenary for as long as I can remember. Even since I was a kid. So you can train till your muscles give out if you want. Some noble brat's not gonna beat me.
Oh yeah? Fine. I know I'm not gonna catch up to you overnight, but it'll happen someday. Just you wait.
Bring it. That's all of them, huh? Alright.